It's a very good idea when you place a specimen to associate it with a name, with a botanical name. I want to put a formal arrangement of specimens of the same species all the way around that particular curve. I've drawn a line from the midpoint to the midpoint, and one specimen is in. So if I select that one symbol, which is in its symbol number 15, I want to associate that with a particular plant. So I say, go to the gCADPlus drop down, set data to a plant. I pick the plant, and up pops whatever plant list is associated with this particular drawing. It runs to some 70 or other, and I want to use Acacia myrtifolia, which is a really nice, pleasant little wattle that will grow about 1 metre in canopy diameter and maybe 1.5 metres tall, and is very easily controllable. So I'm associating that plant now with that symbol. So now what I'm going to do is copy that symbol all the way around. So it's just a habit I get into. The first time I put a symbol in, I associate it with a particular plant species, so now I know what I'm working with. I'll right-click on the desktop and go to Drafting Settings and to Object Snap, because I want to snap from the midpoint of my symbol near to that line. So I set Object Snap on and Nearest as my snap option. So we're in position now to select the symbol and right-click and copy, mark a point on its base point, and then we can just move around and the software will do the hard work for us. It'll center the symbol on that line that goes around, as long as the nearest option is on, and in go those specimens. And we can finish. I got a little too large a gap through there, and maybe you might, if you were designing this and doing this, you might want to move some of these down. So it's relatively easy just to move along the line and unselect all, pick this one up and move it along, move this one along. You can see I'm spacing them out just a little more so that they look a little nicer. So that plant is already associated with the design. Maybe at this point we could put another specimen in, a large specimen. We'll go Draw and Insert Block from a library. We'll pick Plants, we'll pick Standard. We're looking for a symbol that will look something like a very large deciduous tree. So I'm just scanning through the symbol set quickly. That one might work for us. We might have others. We don't need a profile. There's one that looks reasonably interesting, number 37. So we'll open it up and insert that into the drawing. And we've got our osnap on it nearest, which isn't particularly useful here for us, but we can get that symbol into the middle. So I'd at that point go to Drafting Settings and take that one off. Now this is going to be a relatively large specimen, and we can scale that by, say, a factor of 4. So our scale factor of 4, enter it in, and now our specimen extends way out in the direction that I want. So my design is taking place. Again, one of these is in, so that's associated with a particular plant species. So edit the plant list. That could be a birch. Let's say if we've got a birch, yes, we've got the silver birch in. So we're saying that will be a silver birch, a bit of autumn colour, and we'd be away. To get a bit of autumn colour, just right click and edit the block, and maybe you could just pick these plants here, these here, and change the colour. We could pick some sort of autumn colour for it. So select a colour, and OK, now we can close the block editor, and we've got a symbol that more reasonably represents a silver birch. So this little design, which is sort of a radial design, everything is on the radii, moving out from the centre of that circle. Now that my osnap's off, I can just do a little bit of fine tuning and move and put that one exactly in the centre, and that's much, much better. So I've got some seating around there, some shade, some seating in the sun here, and a small sense of enclosure formed by those specimens. A little bit more movement to do there to even out that spacing.